they try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me.
Not
You see, it
you.
ain't no name I won't name.
Exactly.
It's up.
Not you.
You know what I'm saying? And just for Minister Farrakhan, I love you, but the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking no disrespect from nobody. So let's get on the phone and let's talk that out. I don't care who you are. I ain't taking no slice from nobody, right? I ain't taking no slice from nobody. It's God. That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah. I'm Christian.
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You know, out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. And God loved me. You understand? They hit me. Gap, Adidas, all that away. Still, Forbes, who hate me, right, had to write net worth 400 million. Jesus is king. God loved me.
More important thing in life.
That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? And this truth is going to be heard. Y'all can't send none of y'all Meek Mills, y'all Puffies, y'all Lil Boozy, none of these names, none of these people that have to listen to y'all because they have legal. I never killed nobody, right? I'm the pussy that never killed nobody, right? But that means I can say whatever I want and not go to jail.
The sacrifice. He said his mama was a sacrifice. Now, that is the only one that he can speak to as far as what, you know, sacrifice for what. You got to push into what he mean by that and all that.
Yeah, I'm all ears now. Like, what's next? Like,
but he said, God loves me. You know, God loves me.
Basically saying he fearless.
And he doesn't have any fear.
Right.
And it's like, wow. Like, what can you do to a man who ain't scared? You know what I'm saying? And so
that's what I said. You use fear. You try to traumatize and monetize.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're using fear tactics to control people.
And the content.
And he said you can't control me.
And there are a lot of people that have a lot of power that can rally black people in a certain way, and you know, and it hasn't happened, and you know, and so I feel like, I mean, Kanye is smart, very calculated. I feel like, man, this is I mean, and he called out everybody.
To my everybody. Mm-hmm. Black, white, and in between.
Just saying that you can't control me like you control them. That joker called out Shaq.
Yeah.
Charles Barkley, he's like, y'all can't control me like y'all control
Jay-Z
them.
and Beyonce.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
That's you know.
And saying that some of these people got bodies. You know, some of these people have certain things that basically, if you take your power away from them, then they stuck. So they're doing what they have to do to keep their relationship. And he's saying, I don't have to do that. You know, and I just think that's very interesting. I would like to see what follows those comments.
Yeah,
Now, what I didn't understand was what did the guy ask him? He asked him, does that mean, I couldn't hear exactly what he said. He said, is it worth it? Basically, it sounded like what he said, the guy who was interviewing him.
Yeah.
But I was trying to see if y'all understood what he said.
And as calculated as he is, he had to know the reporter too.
It kind of be the same people too.
Yeah, I think his interviews are calculated.
He's not just going to talk to no.
Right.
I think his interviews are calculated.
Yeah, and so everything is strategic when you're on that level, especially if he he said Forbes had to say that I'm still worth 400 million,
Which is crazy.
super dope. So
Which gonna go up.
and you got to think, people don't have to go in the stores to get his product no more.
Yeah.
So
But when they do, he's still gonna get that check.
right, but they can come straight to him.
Yeah. But you're getting money two ways now.
Right. Because he's
Crazy.
crazy.
And getting his way
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah.
He knew that, bro.
Wow.
If you think he's stupid, you're stupid.
And then he checked Farrakhan.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know exactly.
That's why I don't know what Farrakhan said.
He was talking about him and what's the basketball player? Kyrie Irving.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Yeah,
I did see
basically
What did he say?
addressing whatever they. I didn't
the
watch
anti-Semite thing.
Yeah,
he was
he was
addressing.
What did he say though?
He was kind of saying that what he was saying. I guess that there was what is he trying to advise him on how to handle the situation or something.
I'm telling you, how you feel like they're disrespectful.
But maybe saying that he did something wrong or you should have did it this way or something like that. He said he took offense to it. So I don't know. I got to look at it again. But I know I did see it, and it's like, it's weird. I mean, I sent y'all something that came up on my line about the playbook.
Oh yeah.
I wish I could have gotten that up so y'all could see what I saw. Can I? You still have that video?
I got it.
Is it a text message?
Yeah, it was said that whenever somebody is getting out of control, you say that they're an anti-Semite so that other people will start looking at them a certain way.
When they stop doing what you tell them to do, basically.
Right. It's like you scream that, and then other people will start believing that they are anti-Semite.
Check this out. Here's G.
And could you send? You got the video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just send it to IMAX.
And so it's like a tool used that to discredit the person that they can't control, basically. And if it hadn't happened to me, I wouldn't believe it. Praise God. Let me just leave it right there. Yeah. If it had, so I mean, I think that this is very, very interesting. I think Kanye is a bold guy. You know, Lord, I pray for his protection. You know,
Yeah.
but play that.
got it.
Play that right quick.
You got it.
Yeah, play this. This is in reference to what's kind of going on with the with Kanye and Kyrie. With the,
Ain't a lot of other people, prominent people,
and this
in
is
the past.
This is what the anti-Semite.
Check this out. Here's G. Edward Griffin talking about how the left's going to change the language.
Check this out.
In 1943, the following directive was issued from party headquarters to all communists in the United States. It read, "When certain obstructionists become too irritating, label them after suitable buildups as fascist or Nazi or anti-Semitic,
Oh, wow.
and use the prestige of anti-fascist and tolerance organizations to discredit them. In the public mind, constantly associate those who oppose us with those names which already have a bad smell. The association will, after enough repetition, become fact in the public mind."
So, like, they're saying, if you say it enough, that he's anti-Semite,
Then they're gonna
then
believe.
the public is gonna believe what you're saying.
Yeah, or he's a pedophile like Michael Jackson.
Right.
Or whoever you want to go at, you have certain ways to do it. It's a book that they're going by.
Yeah, and it's crazy, bro.
That's
and it's
crazy.
like, but it's like, it's backfiring. This one is backfiring.
No.
On the one on Kanye, and I believe also, even with Kyrie, LeBron stepping up to say something was unexpected by them, but they still haven't cleared him to play. You're saying that he has to do a list of things,
Which is stupid.
yeah. Public hanging.
The list is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta go to sensitivity class. You gotta apologize. You gotta give $500,000 to this. You gotta do this, do that for something he didn't say.
Right. It was a tweet. He didn't even say it verbally himself.
But let somebody else say something.
They don't have to go through all of that.
It's an apology and there is no suspension. It's crazy. It's a book. They're going by a book and it's clear.
But
I hope they continue. I just hope more people stand up against the system and expose it for what it is.
I think the players gonna do it.
That's the only way it's gonna work.
I think the players are gonna do it. I think LeBron started something, but I think more players are gonna say something, and then it might even eventually be a walkout.
Yeah, when you start costing the higher people money,
Yeah.
that's when it
'Cause
people
you
start listening.
Yeah, when they start walking off and not playing.
And costing the city money and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Then everybody got ears then.
And people feel like certain people are expendable, but like when LeBron left Cleveland the first time to go to Miami, it's calculated that the city lost $1 billion. Now you talk about not just the ticket sales and the stuff that's happening around the league, but you're talking about local bars and
people coming
and
to,
stuff that
to the city.
lights, hotels, everything that made this, that
The
was
economy,
built around this one player. Now when he left Miami was already a part of the city. Got money. Like,
I'm about to say that's a
they're like
business,
whatever.
yeah.
You can go back. They didn't skip a beat. But so if the players start to react and respond, it's different. And also if rappers or artists start to respond, man, we're not making
Anybody
this type
with
of music.
influence, right?
Yeah, we're not making this music no more. We're not doing this, or we're not supporting this, or we're not doing this. Things change.
Yeah.
And so, man, I think this is a very interesting story.
Do you think that the players would do that?
If
Walk
somebody-
off?
If somebody organize it. If somebody organize it. And I think because LeBron is at the end of his career
He might
and the
do it.
Lakers suck,
Yeah.
that he'll be
Bro,
the
the
person.
worst. Who'd have thought one of the worst Lakers teams will have LeBron on it? They worse than
I didn't mean to
doggone.
hit the bell. I saw your computer moving.
They finna start trading, boy.
Yeah, they worse than the Kwame Brown, Smush Parker era. Like they are bad.
That didn't even sound real.
All right.
I had to listen.
That was like the worst era. I hated that era.
They can't shoot, but they get better. All they need is one shooter. They got rid of the shooters. Caldwell Pope was a good shooter.
Why? For money? Like,
No, they was trying to bring in another player or somebody else. But they got rid of Caldwell.
did it happen? Did they bring in
You
the
big
player?
dummy.
They did. It just wasn't worth nothing.
Politics
They got
of
rid of
sport.
my man, the white guy, the bald head white
Yeah,
guy.
yeah,
from
yeah.
Houston.
He was
They loved
good.
him. He was good, but they didn't want to pay him. He was up for a new contract.
Yeah, that's what they're
It's
missing.
always about money.
So they missing him. They missing the defense, the energy that made LeBron. LeBron gonna always be great. He still hitting 31 points a game. They just losing by 30. How you gonna hit 30 and lose by 30?
Because you gave up
You need
60.
60, right?
Yeah, you gave do the math, bro.
That math
They
ain't
gave us
math.
they hit 30, but I gave up 60.
I mean, these great players. That's a whole nother subject. But
I'm about to say, let's roll back around.
Yeah, go ahead,
Let's
go
go
ahead,
into
go
sports.
Go ahead.
Men, we're
yeah.
gonna be gone forever.
go ahead.
Okay, the next video is Michelle Obama speaking about her marriage and how it was hard and basically saying young people give up too quick.
Oh wow, they ain't about to call it the
Year
pussy.
5 or
No,
year
it's
10,
positive video.
there was never 50
Yeah, I need to see that.
marriage. If I were to judge it in year 5 or year 10, there was never 50-50. And so, yeah, there were times when I felt like I was 70% in and he was doing 30% because of the choices that I made in the terms of how I wanted our family to look. Yeah. I had to take my foot off of my career gas pedal, never putting on the brake, but slowing up a little bit. Those are the natural compromises that are required. And I feel bad when I see young people giving up on their relationships because there are periods of hard. So I think it's important for us to be honest in those conversations, not to glamorize what a partnership feels like, because then young people quit too soon. If I look over my marriage,
Oh, young people quit too soon.
That's true.
I'm 21 years in, so I ain't quit.
Well,
But I see what she's talking about.
definitely see
She
what
said the
you're
first
talking
5 years of her marriage, she felt like,
She said first 5-10. She said it wasn't 50-50.
yeah, she felt
I
like she
think
was giving
everything
70%.
glamorizes what marriage is, or a relationship in general, like even outside of marriage.
Bro, it's social media,
Yeah.
Instagram. It's the pictures you see. And
It's
you think
movies
that's
too.
what it
Yeah,
is.
reality
All of that,
But
yeah.
but you think that's what it is. But people, I mean, see, movies, theater, like it's this
reality shows.
reality. Yeah, you think that's what it is, and that's really not what it is all the time. Like I said, you see people, put goals at the bottom of people's pictures, don't know that they just argued all the way up to the point where they took the picture.
Yeah.
And then after they said cheese, click, went back to arguing. Give me the phone, doggone it. And they, what I'm saying, you don't know, what they're going through. And so when it happens to you, you think, oh, this ain't it.
Right.
Let me get out of this. No, it happens with everybody.
People also have to know that, because if you glamorize everything, they only want to see that part of it. You're not saying, oh, we had to work hard, we had to communicate, we had to compromise, we had to go to counseling when it was so bad, we had to do all these different things. You just glamorize the part like, oh, we got married, so you showed a big wedding. Oh, you had a baby, so that's cute, but you ain't really having real conversations about
when that baby waking up every hour.
Yeah, they don't
and
show
y'all
that.
both looking at each other doing papers in the rock
They
like,
show
who
the
gonna
baby
get 'em?
shower. They show the baby born.
Yeah.
But they don't show 2 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
You getting that nudge.
Yeah.
Go warm the
Right,
milk.
it's your turn, right.
Yeah. And you mad down there walking down the stairs going to warm some milk at 2 o'clock in the morning. They don't show that.
And yell at the stomach, he pooped, you coming to
Yeah, they got to change the diapers. 7 diapers a day. You ain't none of that being shown. So,
But I think it's cool that she came out, because especially because they were the president and the first lady, and they're black too. So it always speaks to us to see somebody like, okay, well, I'm in my marriage or I'm in a relationship and it's not easy, and that's okay. But as long as we're both working towards the same goal, then it's cool.
not that you can't. It's just you choose not to.
Yeah.
Because as tough as it is to raise a child, you never give up on that.
Right.
Yeah.
So you know how
there's
to get
people
through
that do
a
that
tough
too.
relationship.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
It's just that this one, I choose to give up on.
Yep.
It's a choice to stay in it. It's a choice to give up on it. You made a vow for better or for worse. You can't like the better part and the worst come and then you abandon it. No,
Yeah.
I'm going to work through the worst part.
And then you got to understand there is a cleaving process of you were raised one way,
yeah.
he was or she was raised another way, and you got to come together and you have to change each other's lives and agree, all right, we're going to take this part of how you was raised, we're going to take this part of how I was raised, and we're going to compromise and we're going to make our own government. That's one thing me and Mona talk about, making our own government, making our own rules, to whereas my parents, my family don't change how we do things. Her parents, her family don't change how we do things. We got our own rules and our own way that we do things. That is a compilation of how she was raised and how I was raised. One of the things I'm trying to let go right now is the junkie room. That's my part. My wife has a gift. A clean.
I wish.
And she won't. Hey, she has to remind me every Tuesday, except this Tuesday.
You did
Except
good.
this Tuesday.
And you were early.
The first time
You
in
took
the
the garbage
history
out?
of
Is
our
that why
marriage,
you was late?
the first time in the history of our marriage, I put the trash out on Monday, and the trash man come on Tuesday. I felt good. Growth.
You're
After
growing.
21 years.
Changing, growing.
I'm growing. I'm growing. And if I can grow in that little minor detail, then I can grow in other areas of my life.
Just don't take 21 years to take the trash out the day before.
It might,
Kill that argument.
If we're going to be together for 100 years, 100,
Yeah,
150,
it's a lot of trash.
You know what I'm saying? At least I got it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So but the other times, she had to remind me. Now there's a cool exchange for her having to remind me. At least she right there next to me and don't have to work.
Amen.
So she worked with
Praise
me.
God.
That she can nudge me. She right there. She
Yep.
don't have to call me from a 9 to 5.
Right. Then I just drove an hour in traffic. No weed.
That's the exchange.
Yeah.
For me being sloppy, and for me
The sloppy
not taking out
exchange.
trash. Hey, the sloppy, yeah.
The
What?
sloppy
That's
exchange.
nasty.
Please move on.
Okay, yeah. What's the next one? All right. What's the next one?
And so that's the compromise. You compromise in a relationship, and you make it work. You make it work. You don't let it work. You make it work. You gotta talk.
If you don't, the thing is, if you're not willing to have a healthy compromise, you don't need to be married, because you're going to destroy a marriage when you feel like I'm gonna get in this and I'm
It's
gonna
gonna be
do
your
me.
way, yeah.
Yeah, it's my way to highway. My way to highway is absolute poison to a marriage. It absolutely is.
'Cause most of the time it's gonna be the highway.
Yeah, that's it. Somebody gonna hit, either he gonna hit the highway or you gonna hit the highway, but it's not gonna be my way.
No.
It's just not.
Yeah.
So
that's good. That's a good one. What else you got?
yeah.
My finger won't
She
work.
over here struggling.
Her finger don't work. Your finger.
That ain't even it.
What is wrong with
That
you?
last video.
What did you do?
Did you go to computer class when you was in high school?
I was up there. Yeah.
You did.
You doing?
I don't know. Something's wrong with you.
Okay.
You've
wait,
been away
press
too
it.
long.
Okay.
We don't know what's going on, family. Yeah.
Oh, you keep doing it. Move.
Yeah. She don't know what she's doing over here, so we just trying to figure it out.
All right, I got one.
Hold on. I got it. One more second.
You drunk? What is wrong with you?
Struggling right now.
Y'all get that together. We'll
Okay,
talk
we got it
about
right
this.
now. Okay. Ready?
Okay, talk about it.
Okay, so this story is about a girl who went to CAJO with her friends
Oh yeah.
and unfortunately did not return home. And this is the video explaining, what happened.
Family is trying to figure out what happened to their 25-year-old daughter. Shanquella Robinson's parents say she took a trip to Mexico last month with a group of friends. Her friends made it.
You had one job.
They got the Nova Labs running.
They cut that man off.
Yeah.
Just tell the story. Forget it.
Just
Don't
talk
show
about
the
it.
video.
Just talk about
Okay,
it.
so the story.
Yeah.
Charlotte family is trying to figure out what happened to their 25-year-old daughter. Shanquella Robinson's parents say she took a trip to Mexico last month with a group of friends. Her friends made it back, but she didn't. They say she was found dead. They were told what happened, but they tell me tonight they're not buying it.
I just sit back and wait on God, because like I say, she's going to get justice.
A mystery in Mexico. How did a weekend with friends turn into a nightmare?
And something is not adding up right here.
Bernard and Salamandra Robinson say their daughter, 25-year-old Shanquella Robinson, traveled with friends from Charlotte to Cabo, Mexico on October the 28th.
I spoke with her Friday evening. She was having dinner. And I never spoke with her again.
The next day, their world changed.
On Saturday evening, they called and said she wasn't feeling well, and they was going to call a doctor. But when they called, the doctor hadn't arrived yet, but they said she had alcohol poisoning.
They say they were told their daughter died from alcohol poisoning, but they don't believe that. They say they've heard different stories, and none of them add up.
We received the autopsy report on Thursday, and it said that her neck had been broke. And she had a back spinal what was cracked. So that took it to a whole nother level.
In a statement, the U.S. Department of State said, quote, "We are aware of these reports. Protecting the welfare of U.S. citizens overseas is among our top priorities. Out of respect for the privacy of those involved, we have no further comment at this time." Shanquella's body arrived back in Charlotte on Thursday.
She had a heart of gold. She didn't miss.
Wow, that's sad, boy.
Well, I just want to say, this is the reason why I will know all of my kids' friends.
Forever.
I will know all of my kids' friends. I will know their parents. I will know your character. I will know. I even want to know temperament. You the one with the short fuse? Okay, I keep an eye on you. Like, I want to know all that about my kids' friend. No, you just can't go anywhere out the country with somebody that's violent like that, and I don't know it. No, I'm gonna be on top of that.
So there's another video that surfaced that
showed the fight,
that showed that
which is ridiculous.
Beat to death.
Yeah.
By one girl.
And in the video, they saying it's a person saying, "Why aren't you fighting back, Shaquilla?" And she said no, like, I'm not gonna fight back, because either she was intoxicated or she probably had a concussion, because she was like making contact, like
Everybody in that room need to get charged.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody.
Because nobody stopped it.
Nobody prevented.
How do you get to the point where you videoing this?
And you're watching the girl getting beat down.
And it's your friend.
she's
And
not
a skull
fighting.
fracture in her spine.
Y'all go to Mexico, Cancun, as friends.
Cabo,
Mexico, as friends. This is a friends trip. Why is there somebody there that is not enough of a friend to stop this from happening?
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Really your friend?
If you have friends recording and you got one girl beating her up and the friend is saying, no, I'm not going to fight back, where's the other friend at? To me, that's a problem. Why are you going?
You said earlier that social media has gotten people desensitized.
Yeah,
on
huge.
Everything. Just because I see fights all the time on Instagram and
Twitter,
whatever. So
yeah.
I'm like,
they got Twitter accounts called something beatdowns, and all it is just
Oh, they got ones for the schools too. Like my daughter has a
fights,
school,
so
middle
people
school
getting
fights.
knocked out and stuff like that. And in the comments is ridiculous.
So it's not real to them.
Yeah.
But this is a
It's
girl
only
that's
real when
coming
you
back
get
dead
charged
from
for
vacation.
murder.
Yeah, it's about to get
only,
real.
Yeah, it's
about to
only
get
real now because
No.
now you're going to get charged for murder. Like she died, her neck was fractured. I mean, her spine was fractured. Her skull was fractured. Like, come on now. At what point, even if you're fighting somebody or defending yourself, at some point you have to have control to stop, so you won't go to jail for somebody even attacking you.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, there's a point where the fight is over.
And she's telling her like, let's
Yeah.
fight, like do something, like so you know you're demolishing her at this point.
Yeah.
I just wonder what happened. Like what was wrong?
There's nothing that warranted
Yeah.
that. So
and then
no matter
sometimes
what it
little
was,
girls, it'd be a like low key jealousy, envy thing, especially with black girls. Like it'd be some weird jealousy, envy thing that's just in the room. So these friends.
So why go on vacation with somebody you jealous of?
These
like
friends,
that.
It doesn't make sense.
It had to be a
They
group
weren't-
of people that so everybody probably knew each other, but everybody wasn't close because they're friend groups that go together. Everybody has a real relationship with each other. And there's friend groups where there are other people there. You know what I'm saying? Like we're just a group of people that went somewhere.
So where was her friend?
That's what I'm trying to
obviously
figure out.
nobody was there.
Yeah,
that
if,
was
if
her
you
friend.
got friends recording and you got a friend fighting her, okay, who's the friend of this girl
So
that's
that-
getting beat
right.
down?
And then it's a guy who's the one who's saying fight back. Like you're a dude in the room. You could have stopped that.
Who is the friend? Okay, then that's saying this girl was not a friend.
Right.
Y'all
Right.
brought her as a tag along. Nobody in this room is her friend.
Or they already had issues or something because that don't make
Nobody
sense.
in this room is her friend.
Right.
Like she's just tagging along. She just came, or she put up the most money, or you know what I'm saying? It's a reason other than we cool with her that she's there.
Yeah, that's sad.
Now you were talking about how you would know all of your kids' friends.
Yeah.
Now she's 25. You feel like you would know all your kids' friends at 25 too?
Yeah.
And their parents and everything.
You going out of country? Who?
Yeah.
Who is that? No.
Because I feel like
And then,
these parents feel like, okay,
yeah.
you're an adult now. You're 25. All right, well, just call us when you get there. Call us when
Unless
you
you
get back.
married, you got a husband.
I remember when I went to Africa, not with Morehouse, because I was traveling with Morehouse at the time, but I was still in college. I went to Africa with some friends, rappers, and yeah, probably shouldn't have went. But my mom, if something would have happened, I would have been over there stuck.
Yeah.
And you know, because sometimes you just go, you're trying to do music or whatever.
Just be grown.
Yeah, just want to do.
Especially 20-something, you trying to be grown.
And so yeah,
Freedom.
and 25, you
Yeah.
really grown. You
Yeah.
well and grown. You know. So that's really sad. That sound like a setup too.
And then it sound bad because you were calling the parents telling me she had alcohol poisoning. You waiting for the doctor to come. So I've been like, I need to talk to my child. Like alcohol poisoning. Now I need to hear her voice.
First of all,
something.
you can't diagnose alcohol poisoning as somebody just sitting in the room. Oh, you got alcohol. That's not something you can without a doctor.
I wonder who called.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like it's so and all those people that were involved, they made their accounts private. Because then there's another video of a guy who was getting blamed because he got grouped with them, but he ended up showing a day later and he asked about the girl and they was just like, oh, you know, kind of whatever. So he was like, I wasn't even there because they was taking him out on social media. But he was like, I showed up 24 hours later, like my flight got delayed. So y'all trying to rope me into what happened to her and I wasn't even there yet.
Wow.
Oh wow.
So it's like a whole thing. So like hour by hour, it's just like stuff getting discovered about what happened.
It's gonna be a singing bird, but somebody's getting ready to tell all.
The
like,
autopsy told all. It's just who get charged at this point.
I mean,
but everybody in the room needs to go to jail.
Yeah. I mean, on what charge?
Because the same thing, if you were in the car and they rob somebody and just because you didn't know, you can go to jail too.
I'm saying that's an accomplice in the car, but I mean, in the room, if somebody getting beat up, that's just like something you.
But you accomplice if you're saying fight back, you're trying to sanction it like you're a part of this.
Yes.
I don't know what charge you would.
They'll find something just because.
What is the Seinfeld?
I know you're gonna say it.
The don't help rule or something. Oh, that's a shame.
It's a Seinfeld.
An episode where they were watching this guy getting carjacked and they didn't do nothing. They just sat there and watched him. Yeah. And so they went to jail for that because it's some rule.
Yeah,
that
you
was
gotta
in the city.
report it or
you
something
have to
like
say,
that.
You have to help or something.
It was made up.
Yeah, but still.
I don't know if that's a made up
That's a
rule.
real thing.
Yeah.
This recording fights is getting out of hand.
Right.
There are people dying. There's people getting seriously hurt. And nobody won't even do anything to stop the situation.
The girl had about 50 pounds on her too. Like she.
Like, yeah. and nobody's doing it. Like, I don't get, let me record this over, let me call the police or let me break it up. Like, what's the whole point of record? Like that's just stupid to want to see somebody be humiliated and be beat down for your likes or your clicks or whatever.
That person should be charged the same way.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't feel like you're not innocent. Nobody in there.
Who posted the video?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
The guy,
how
the guy
did the video
who was
even get
talking
on?
on the video.
If you know this girl died, who posted this video?
But she wasn't dead in the video yet. She was still like sitting up. So I think it was just a clip.
So
I
he
don't know if
probably
she kept
posted it
fighting.
right after.
Or right before something happened. Like she was sitting up and she was still alive during the video at the end of it. But you could tell like that wasn't the whole scenario. It's just a part of what happened. Because you never see before, you never see after. You just see like her coming in and she just swinging. Like they standing there and she just swinging. So
Yeah.
That's
know
horrible.
your kids' friends, people.
Yeah.
Know your kids' friends.
That's sad, man.
Yeah.
Praying for that family.
Well, on a lighter note, I have a real good question. Would you go vegan for a year for $100,000 and you got to start on Thanksgiving?
Yep. Say less.
You got to go straight vegan.
Yeah,
that
I'ma
means no
eat.
eggs. No, I'm talking about real vegan, not
$100,000?
pescatarian.
Yes.
Not, I eat shrimp and fish every
I'm
here
just
and there.
Basically paying me to go on a diet. Yes.
I'm just about there anyway.
Yes, I would do it.
I'm just about
Cause
there.
they got vegan sweets. They got so many supplements. Yeah.
They got vegan cookies.
Yeah, they got vegan cookies. They got vegan everything. So,
All you said was cookies just now. You didn't say nothing else.
He's saying everything.
vegan everything. Yeah. So
Cookies.
$100,000. Yeah.
I do
Sign
it.
me up.
You do it?
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I mean,
I need to hold that.
I can do it. I'm doing it. I'm not vegan,
Oh, okay.
but I'm pretty
Eating
close.
better and vegan is
It's
two different things.
Yeah.
I'm pretty close.
Because you
That's
literally
not
have
even
to look
sure
at
enough.
Vegan and
everything.
vegetarian are
You had
different.
that baked spaghetti, that cobbling ice cream.
Yeah. You can eat
can't
nothing
have
at
no
your
ice
house.
cream, right?
You
See how that
Come
mug
from the
went
cow, right?
Yeah, I
They
do
be
it.
like, man, this ice cream was good. Oh, put it back, throw it back.
Nasty.
That was that well match.
Then he told me that he was upstairs. I ain't know it ran through you too.
Yes, y'all both are gross. Yeah.
Lactose intolerant,
Y'all
but still
brothers in
love
poop.
ice cream.
Brothers and poop.
We say brother.
The Poop Brothers.
Yeah, I was good till he got up. Yeah,
It's
I was
not a
good.
yawn.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like
Yeah, I was good. He
he
got
went
up.
to the bathroom, I go to
Yeah.
the bathroom. Like, it's not
I
like a
was doing
yawn.
fine.
I was good till I got up.
That don't even make any sense.
Yeah, I was chilling. I had already ate mine. I ate mine before you. You saw me. I'm like,
So
oh,
what
let me
you
get
saying
something.
is y'all stomachs was
Wait, y'all,
contacting each other.
you wasn't still eating when I was eating?
You remember how fast I ate that? I was like, I had to hurry up because the ice cream melting.
Yeah.
So I had already
So
ate
he
mine.
drank his ice cream.
Yeah. And I was chilling. I was good.
And then he got up and what triggered you?
I don't know.
When I finished mine, I was like, but it was good.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
That nigga said, I need a match.
And they gave me the longest matches that I've ever seen in my life. The matches was this tall.
Oh, the real stick one.
So like the
Yeah, so you
To
can
fireplace.
so you won't
fireplaces.
get close to it.
Oh, that's
Yes.
from? I'm from Florida, so we didn't have
Can't get no
fireplace.
fireplace.
Yeah. It was like, what's wrong?
I'm like, bro, why in the world this match is so long?
So you won't burn your hand off.
Yeah, but I was in the bathroom like, shh.
Like he trying to find his way.
Like, shh.
Like a torch, but
Yeah, man.
You're stupid.
yeah.
All
So
right, well,
I would do it. 100,000?
Yeah, I do it. That's whoever's doing that will do it. So
We'll
email
say
me,
y'all.
call me.
Yeah.
Somebody won the lottery.
Yeah.
Ooh.
2 billion. What is it? How much?
$2 billion? No,
They
was
didn't
it
get all of it. They probably got about 750
Yeah, 700.
million, but that's still.
Yeah. I'll take it.
I'll take it. Yeah. $2 billion. I ain't got my $2 billion. Give you 750. I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Kanye said he's still worth more money than guys.
Cash app that 750.
You'll never get it on Cash App.
Everything
You gonna correct that whole system. You gonna have to, when you cash out and Cash App, they gonna take 1.3 million for you to cash out.
That fee gonna be on $70 million. $70 million. Yeah.
You know what it is when we in the booth.
I see y'all.
Hey, like and share, people, man. Like and share. Like and share. Like and share. Like and share. And we'll see y'all tomorrow, man. We almost at the end of the week. It's Friday tomorrow.
It's Friday.
9 a.m.
What movie is that?
Be here.
Yay!